I was going to put on my dress at the church, but I wanted to do my makeup, following directions I carefully copied down from a Mademoiselle magazine for dramatic eyes, under normal lights rather than the sickly fluorescence that church bathrooms are famous for. I also wanted to get together my last-minute emergency kit items based on a list I carefully copied from Bride magazine, like Band-Aids, because you might cut yourself when you least expect it, drinking straws so you won't smudge your lipstick, and needle and thread. Seriously, though, if it gets to the point that I'm going to be forced to sew something, then we've got major problems, and maybe we should just consider postponing the wedding rather than letting me sew anything. The last thing on my list was my ring bearer's pillow. A few months earlier, I'd found a pattern for a really simple and elegant pillow. My Aunt Ruby made the pillow for me and gave it to me at my bridal shower. It was so beautiful, it matched the patterned skirts that my bridesmaids wore, and I imagined it sitting on my blissfully happy marital bed for the rest of my life. I imagined my children someday resting their sweet little heads on my adorable pillow and asking me to tell them the story again of my romantic wedding and how someday my daughter would use it at her wedding if she wanted. It would be an heirloom. As I drove to my parents' house, I started to wonder where exactly that pillow was. I know. A more organized bride might have thought about this pillow weeks ago, but I think by now we've established that organization is not a skill I possess, not even on my wedding day. I realized I hadn't seen the pillow since my bridal shower several months before. I was fairly certain that it was in a shopping bag of assorted wedding odds and ends that I'd carted over to my parents' house the night before. I was staying with my parents because I'm old-fashioned like that. The Hubs and I had purchased a house together earlier in the month, but he was staying there with his family, and I didn't really want to be there taking care of them. I much preferred to stay with my parents and get spoiled a little bit.